Yesterday, we had the head coach for the FC Tucson women's team, Kaylee Carter, stopped by. Today, it's the fellas. Last week, we had FC Tucson. 2 weeks in a row now, we've had FC Tucson in studio with us, and they are coming off one heck of a big win last weekend. Pleased to be joined by DeAndre Pickett, defender. Daniel Idiakhoa is a midfielder. They won 19-0 last Friday night over Coachella Soccer Club. And first of all, let me ask you this. How many goals did you have, DeAndre?
I had one.
You had one?
Yeah.
And Daniel, did you get to score?
I was actually at home. I had a bit of a cold.
Oh, my goodness. So I only have one of the 19 goals here. I thought, I was like, man, I had the under on that. I said under 8 maybe. Let's see if either of these guys, if they were sending me, which is unusual because DeAndre, you're kind of even though you're a defender, I mean, you've generally scored a little bit at your different levels, right?
Yeah, I like to get on the score sheet when I can.
So what was that like last Friday night? Did you think, DeAndre, that, I mean, I didn't know Coachella was that bad. Did you guys know that it was going to kind of be that kind of game?
No, obviously going into every game is like a clean slate. Just got to show the opponents like the respect. So just going in, giving it 100%. Like we knew we couldn't give up points in like such a tight race with Ventura, who we play on July 3rd. So we know every point's going to be every game's going to be important from going on. And then we have a youth night this Friday to end the homestand before we get on the road.
Yeah, Ventura County is always one of the top teams in that league. So the goals start piling up. Had you ever been a part of a game like that?
In high school at Tucson High, I think we beat a team 12-0.
Okay.
I think that's the closest I've gotten. So that's still a lot off.
And Daniel, you're from Nigeria, you said?
Yeah, my parents are from Nigeria. I was actually born in the Republic of Ireland and then grew up in England.
Oh, wow. So, man, that's an interesting backstory. So your parents are from Nigeria. You were born in Ireland, grew up in England. Where, London or where in England?
Just outside London, the countryside. It's a place called Milton Keynes.
Okay, so what brought you here to the United States?
Well, once I got done playing for Luton Town, I sort of heard about the opportunity to go out to the States and sort of play full time and while studying and, work towards a degree. And it was just something that sort of aligned with what I wanted to do. So yeah, it was a no-brainer once I had the offers come in.
So you've landed out in Los Angeles at Loyola Marymount University. That's the only school you've been to?
Yeah.
What was attractive about that program and being on that? It's a beautiful campus there.
Yeah. Obviously, as you said, the campus, the location in LA is obviously very nice. And then speaking with my coaches at LMU, the beliefs they have there aligned with what I wanted to, sort of aim towards with my career. And yeah, the opportunity in general was just really good and I had to take it.
Now, have you ever been a part of a 19-0 game?
I can't say I have been. Hopefully soon to come.
Now, you mentioned you had a little bit of an illness last Friday night. So were you watching the game on the internet? Did you know what was happening at the yard?
Yeah, unfortunately, I wasn't able to make it down to the keynote to support the boys. So I just had it up on the TV, and I watched the full game. So
what were your thoughts as it was unfolding?
Obviously, it was nice to see the boys scoring goals and doing well. But I think the more important thing was we were building off, some very good wins, and our performance in general was very good. We were ruthless, and yeah, it was good to see the boys playing well.
Now, how did you find this FC Tucson? Were you looking for a USL 2 opportunity? Had you played USL 2 before? How did you come to FC Tucson?
So it's my first time playing USL 2. One of my coaches at Loyola Marymount referred FC Tucson to me, got on the phone with Sebastian. He sort of told me about the program and, the aims, and yeah, it was an easy decision from there. So.
Chatting with Daniel Idiakhoa and DeAndre Pickett from FC Tucson. They are undefeated to start their season in USL 2. Got to the Western Conference Finals last year. Obviously, DeAndre, you were part of that experience. I mean, you really only know winning. I mean, Tucson High, you guys won over there. Pima, you go up to Pima, you guys won there. I mean, how do you take that winning mentality into now this summer side here for the second straight year?
It's kind of like not bring the mentality too, because I know having the Western Conference title like over the heads, like everyone wants to come to Keno and beat us. But just going to work every single day. So Coach Sebas has a game plan every week, and we're just going to listen. Like he's a Western Conference champion coach for a reason. So we're just going to continue to listen to everything he says every week, and then go on the weekends and play in front of the best USL League 2 fans at Keno.
Yeah, second year with Sebastian Pineda as the head coach. What's kind of been cool about learning the game from him?
He was my club coach before. For half a year. So just talking about that, seeing like just growing together, because 3 years ago he was the assistant coach and he brought me in to be like a training player to learn from all the older guys. So him having that trust in me has just gone a long way. So whenever he calls up, it'll always be a phone call I have to answer.
Now, have you signed to go to the next level yet?
Yeah. I just came down from spring. I signed to play at Cal.
Cal Berkeley. Mm-hmm. Wow. Now that's an awesome opportunity. ACC, very good school. I mean, what are you going to be studying there, Cal?
It's either between American Studies and Media Studies. I got to see if a couple Pima classes transferred. So I'll be deciding like mid-August.
So now you were there in the spring for the spring semester. So what was that like? Did you guys have practices and workouts and all of that?
Yeah, we practiced, I want to say 5 times a week. We worked out twice, and we had like a spring schedule. We played 6 games.
Oh wow! Mm-hmm. So did you get on the pitch and how'd that go?
Yeah, I started every game. I played, I think, an average of like 75, 80 minutes.
Wow, outstanding. I mean, it's kind of cool to be able to watch your progression through high school and then being a star at Pima and now having this opportunity at the Division I level. When you were looking at schools, what were you looking for and why was maybe Cal the deciding factor there?
I was looking for schools. It was a process that me and my parents went through, and just looking for the soccer program. Obviously, the academics was a huge part of it too, and just feeling like going on all I took 5 visits last fall. I went to Portland, Gonzaga, Marquette, San Diego State, and then Cal. And just you kind of just know once you touch down on campus and just get the feeling. Like Coach Leonard was in North Carolina for when they played Duke and UNC, and it's like 2:00 over there, and that's when Pima won the region title, and he was calling me. Like that kind of just showed the kind of person Coach Leonard is. Just he obviously cared about what I could bring to the table at Cal, and I trusted him. So,
all right. So, tell me the best thing you like about Daniel as a teammate and the way he plays the game.
You could just give him the ball if he's got 3 players on him, and he'll do the rest for you. That makes my life so much easier.
So he's a dribbler. Is he a dribbler, passer? What's his best aspect there?
Everything. Everything.
Daniel, what do you love most about playing with DeAndre? What's he do well?
I would say how composed he is on the ball at the back. You know, it's good to have a ball-playing centre back and someone who can find you under pressure. Off the ball as well, he's aggressive, he's quick, and you know he's able to lock down the defence, and that's what you need as a defender. So it's great.
There you go. Who are some of the other guys on the team that are really standing out so far through the first 3 games?
I feel like it's everybody. We got what's the total goals? It's like, I think it's like 26, something like that. So it's always going to be a team effort.
I guess at the end of the season, goal differential is not going to be a problem.
Yeah,
after you win a game 19-0.
Yeah, let's hope we don't have to get to that, but yeah, that should definitely help it.
Daniel, growing up obviously in Europe and being around this game from that standpoint, where it is so incredibly popular, who were your teams growing up that you watched? Who were the guys, the players that you loved watching?
As a kid growing up, I would say Barcelona. That was my team. I love Messi. And then my English Premier League team's Everton, a bit of an underdog team, but yeah, great club, massive club as well. So.
Who's the kid? And his name's not coming to me, but and I forget the tournament. But a couple years ago, English player, young kid, had a chance to make a penalty kick and didn't make it. What's that young kid's name?
Bukayo Saka.
Yeah. Is he a guy that young players look up to in England?
Definitely. Bukayo Saka, he's a top winger, playing for Arsenal, a very good team at the highest level. So I would say definitely players look up to him in England as well, especially. Seeing the way he bounced back from such a setback is a really important thing, I think, to take from that as well. He's had a good year at Arsenal. So, yeah, I'd say he's definitely a person that's a lot of people in England and everywhere probably look up to.
Now, you've got Nigeria. You were born in Ireland. You grew up in England. So could you play for any three of those national teams if you were able to ascend to that level?
Yeah, I would be able to play for any three.
Do you have a choice which one you would want to play for?
So I've represented Ireland at under 19s level. But, all three countries are a big part of me. So, it's definitely something I'm still thinking about moving forward in the future.
What did it mean for you to be able to put on the country colors and play, like you mentioned, U19 and represent Ireland now on an international stage?
Honestly, it was a really humbling feeling. Probably one of the biggest honors I've had growing up in my life. Yes, I was born in Ireland. I grew up in Ireland, so I have a lot of good memories from there. And to represent my country was probably one of the biggest honors I've had in my life. So it was great.
All right, DeAndre, Daniel's in Tucson, I would imagine, for the first time. So what have you been telling him about your hometown? Where have you taken him here in your hometown?
So this is the third summer in a row. Like you got the guys coming in who've never been to Tucson. I always tell them EGs. That's always they're like.
Have you had any EGs yet, Daniel?
Not yet.
Not yet? Okay, there's one right down the street. When you guys get out of here, just head on down to Oracle about a half a mile on the left-hand side. You can get that EG. You guys got practice tonight, or you guys already practiced?
We already practiced.
You already practiced, so they're even perfect. You don't have to ruin your evening. Just go down there and get you an EG's on the way out, down the road on the left. What flavor would you recommend for him?
You gotta get the flavor of the month. But I usually get pina colada, but you gotta get the flavor of the month. You always gotta try it at least once.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys have a game coming up this week, ending up this homestand. Obviously, you want us to finish it out on a strong suit. What are you looking at this opponent coming up on Friday night?
Coming off they just played at Ventura, so coming off a tough loss. So we know they're going to want to bounce back. So we've been working.
This is a AMSG. I think this is one of the newer teams in the league.
Yeah,
I think they were in the team last year.
Yeah, I think they
first
joined.
year.
Yeah. But yeah, coming off a tough loss like that, they're going to want to bounce back and get 3 points, especially at Keno. So we've been working on some defensive stuff throughout the week. Coach Seba's been getting us ready. So we're going to be ready for youth night to play in front of a good crowd and hopefully get 3 points.
There you go. What's your favorite of the kits that you guys have?
I'd probably go gray. I like the gray one.
Gray.
I like the gray one.
Gray one. How about you, Daniel? Which one do you like?
I'd probably go with the all-black kit.
I like the all-black kit too, because it's really I don't know how far you guys go back in the knowledge of the program, but even from the start, we used to call them the boys in black. So whenever you guys wear the black kit, I think that's one of my favorite ones for sure. Well, guys, hey, we appreciate you stopping by. Thanks for coming in. Best of luck this weekend. I don't know if you'll be able to put up another 19-0 game, but keep scoring them goals. And we got to get you guys on the scorecard. I got to get you on the scorecard, Daniel. So work on that for us, all right? They'll be playing this Friday night, 6 o'clock. Versus I don't have the time. I think it's this Friday night. Let me get you the time here real quick so I know. It's 6 o'clock. Yeah, this Friday night, 6 o'clock. Out at Keno North Stadium, FC Tucson and AMSG FC.